All right. So last week I was 4-2. I am 38-1 on the season. My shooting the boot has been below par, 7-9 in the year shooting the boot. However, my NFL record, pretty freaking stellar at 30-14-1, if I may say so myself. These games, of course, are against the spread. I will start with college football. USC and Texas A&M are going to do battle in the Las Vegas Bowl. USC is getting points. They're getting 3 against the Aggies. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is more a hunch than anything else. I know that USC has lost some players, but they've moved on as well. And last year they did the same thing, and Miller Moss emerged as this great quarterback guy that they had. He threw for like 400 yards in their bowl game last year. I think the same thing can happen this year with Miller Moss moving on. Somebody else steps in. I like USC plus the 3 against Texas A&M. Also, Big Ten versus SEC matchups. I like that. North Carolina giving up 2.5 points against UConn in the Fenway Bowl. UConn has perennially been one of the worst teams in college football. However, they actually got themselves bowl eligible here, and they're taking on North Carolina. I still like Carolina. There's a lot of buzz with Bill Belichick taking over the program, though he's not going to, take over the team for this game. But the minus 2.5 points, I think, is manageable for North Carolina. I think they're better than what the record showed this year. Although, look, there's plenty of players who are going to opt out. Plenty of players have decided to stay, though, because of Bill Belichick. I like North Carolina minus 2.5 against UConn. College football outside of the college football playoff games is awfully hard to predict because you don't know who's going to play. And that takes us to Colorado and BYU in the Alamo Bowl. I mentioned earlier, Colorado took out insurance policies for star players Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback, and Travis Hunter, the two-way player who won the Heisman Trophy. And they're only giving up 3.5 points in this battle against BYU. BYU is a pretty good football team, but I like the fact that these guys are coming back to play in this bowl game, their final game at Colorado. I think it's going to give them an inspirational lift. Colorado minus 3.5, that's my pick. Shifting gears to the NFL. Start off with the Chargers at New England. Los Angeles is giving up 4.5 points to the Patriots. I recognize this game is being played cross-country, and that usually plays a role, but it is New England, and with just 2 games left in the season, I feel like the Patriots maybe wouldn't mind if they lost the game just to, improve their draft standing. I like the Chargers minus 4.5 in this case. Same can be said for the Giants, who are hosting the Indianapolis Colts, although this one I like the total. The over-under set at 40.5. The Colts have been a team that's put up some points, and in games they've played in the last 5, that total has been well over 40.5. The Giants have a couple games as well where they've been able to do that. Combine these two teams together, and I think getting to 40.5 points, I could see that happening. I like the over in that game. And finally, the Atlanta Falcons will take their talents to Washington to take on the Commanders. Washington is giving up 4 points in this game. I like Washington. I think they're superior in talent. Atlanta, you're going to get your second start from Michael Penix. I think the Commanders will throw a lot at you. They've got a pretty good defense, and I'm not sure that Penix is ready for that. It's only 4 points. It's not even a touchdown spread. I like the Commanders minus 4 against Atlanta. It is my shoot the boot lock of the week. So take it for what it is. These are my picks. I don't feel strongly about the college game, again, because these aren't the college football playoff games. We don't get a chance to do If I Bet It, but next week when those games take place, we will certainly talk about and handicap those games. Much easier to do because those are defined rosters. These rosters here, not defined. Transfer portal hell is what's taking place there. But the pro games, I like the pro picks. We'll talk more sports with you next year.